Shane Hickley, I'm reporting with FTV, Beach Station Road Campaigners, and I'm speaking to Mike Nimney
and Harry David.
And they're going to tell me a bit about what's happening today so that we can let you know.
Well, basically, this is the 11th anniversary of a mindless desecration of the railway station that used to be up there on the railway line and this site.
Right,
Prior to it being demolished, it had been in use as a industrial unit for Saxon Press for many a long year, wasn't it?
Yes.
And people here were astounded that they'd actually been able to get a demolition notice on the building, which is what they had. And if you look at the storyboard and read, it tells you that on the Mothering Sunday of 2004, they came at about 9-10 o'clock at night, at the dead of night, to start knocking this particular station down. Anyway, a resident, well known, who lived there, came out and remonstrated to them and said, if you look at the notices, you'll see that health and safety say you've got to give notice, you've got to do a lot of things before you're allowed to go forward and demolish. So he actually persuaded them, after they considered the options, that they went away. But then what happened is the owners of the land came back to meet the town council and committed that if they were minded to carry out a demolition, they would give the town council 3 days notice. And that's really when it becomes very sneaky, because they turned up on Good Friday morning, pushed a letter of intent into the town council, which was, needless to say, was completely unstaffed, that they were going to go forward with a demolition on the Easter Sunday. And that's what they ended up doing. That's when we lost the station.
So basically a classic train station that has been here since the start.
Well, this train station was responsible for Felixstowe being created as a Victorian seaside resort. This used to bring the people. I mean, the queues here were so big that they had to build 19 toilets, which were a part of the station. Because trains would be running all the time, taking literally the thousands of people back to Ipswich and further afield. So it was
Tomlin original.
It was the original station, the first that Tomlin had built. So we lost it.
Built like a brick outhouse.
As they would say.
But what was
said on camera, but
I think what was particularly upsetting was we were in discussion with Bressingham Gardens for, if the town had no interest in the station, for it to be dismantled brick by brick, taken to Bressingham and rebuilt. At least our history and the building would have been available for future generations to have seen.
It should be, well, as we saw, we got a clip of the freight train coming through, and that's about all that you see coming through now. It's not actually used for the purpose it was
absolutely not. But I think what is particularly sad for the residents living here is it is now really a wasteland, isn't it? And it's been that way ever since it was knocked down. It's not maintained, it's not even tidy. You really got to question, what was the hurry 11 years ago?
There wasn't.
No,
there wasn't a hurry.
They just created a mess. But equally, this is our entry point to the town. People coming in here, this is where they come. This is they're directed here on the Brown to come to the seaside. You can hardly say it's very impressive, can it?
No, it doesn't look good as you come in the front sort of door type of thing.
No, absolutely not. And as I just said to young Richard Cornwall from the East Anglian Daily Press, we are now in a situation here that they're going to make charges for tourists to come in and park in the new car parks that they put at the South Sea development. Well, perhaps this could be, this may come forward possibly as a car park, paid car park, do car cleaning, all that sort of stuff. But it may then they could perhaps undercut the charges of the district council and give a service to the community at the same time.
Give something back at least.
So we say, hopefully, if we come back next year on the 12th anniversary, there may be some use of this site. It certainly should be being used for employment if for nothing else.
It would be nice, yes, because of what, as you said, the history behind it, what it's done.
It was a key bit of our history that was just mindlessly lost.
No, thank you.
So on that high point, here on Easter Sunday, goodbye.
Thank you very much.